welcome back to Scarlet Rage Vintage. And if you haven't seen the video before and you don't know who this person is, then watch the other video. But this is Vanessa Frankenstein. Vanessa is quite a famous pin-up or model. She works a lot for the big reproduction company, which is TopVintage. She shoots for them every week. How did you get into modeling?
Well, I attended a casting.
Yeah.
But I never really wanted to get in. I mean, it was just a joke.
Now this is pre-Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that has happened a long time ago. So it was just a joke and I forgot about it, and then they called me and said I'm in the top 10, I guess it was. So they invited me to come to, it was in Munich, it was for a German women's magazine for a cover shooting, and I went there and I thought, okay, I just do it, but I'm never going to win this. And the whole day was kind of frustrating because I thought, oh my god, I'm so bad in this, and all the other girls, they're so pretty. And then we had to stand up, and the woman who did it was standing there and saying, oh yeah, and the winner is, and then she said my name and I was like, are you sure? I got that cover shooting and I got the cover thing, and then I thought, oh okay, well I could try to do more of it. So yeah. I did some commercial things, but I don't really like it because it was, I don't know, I had Betty bangs and then I had black hair and this and that, and you know, the normal customer is not that way. It's not that way. So I thought, okay, just forget it. And then I went to Instagram. And
it's very funny how Vanessa actually started on Instagram.
Right, yeah, a friend of me, she was quite popular on Instagram, and she said, yeah, you can register, and I was like, why? What kind of pictures should I post there? I said, okay, well, I do it, and then they asked me for a name on Instagram, right? When I registered, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I just do Vanessa Frankenstein. So,
and that's the name. That's the name that stuck, literally. And the only reason why her name is Vanessa Frankenstein is because she couldn't think of a name when she was logging onto Instagram. And
I mean, I love Frankenstein.
You love Frankenstein.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into horror movies.
Massive.
But if I knew that I would have that name, you know, I probably would have thought about it
a bit more.
A bit more, yeah.
But you didn't start Instagram thinking that you were going to become famous.
I didn't plan it. I'm not famous, but I didn't plan to become a pinup.
This woman is the most humble woman ever. So you only started Instagram because a friend kind of
made me do it.
Made you do it. Which I think is great, because literally I wouldn't have known or met Vanessa.
I think it's great too. What kind of job would I be doing?
I don't know. What's the future for you? What do you want to achieve? Because obviously now you're shooting every week. If you don't know this, big hand clap to Vanessa. She's managed to secure weekly shoots with TopVintage. So she is now shooting.
I'm lucky. I'm really lucky.
Yeah, but I think it's because if you have ever met or worked with Vanessa, her work ethic is impeccable. Like, she will never complain. She will always go in front of that camera. She will look divine while doing it. She will turn poses and give you variety. She's not a wooden model. And I used to work in fashion, and I used to work doing fashion shows and everything like that. So I know how hard it is to get a model to just let go. Just let it go and sort of give it to you. When you shoot products, you make them equally just really sellable, and I that's a rarity. It's very hard to find a model that can do that, and it's also the fun that you actually bring a bit of personality to the images, I think.
Yeah, let's stop that now.
I love it. I love the fact that the way that you work. I think it's the best thing ever. You know, I've worked with a lot of women, and it's I mean, it's hard.
I've worked with models. I also did makeup for a runway, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like doing this to see the other side of the job, you know, because then I can take care of the models because they're so young.
Models do start off really, really young.
Yeah, I mean, when they're sitting in front of me in the makeup chair, they're like, I mean, you just want to hug them. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky that I can do this job and do not have all these restrictions they have, you know, like lose an inch here, do this. Of course, I can't, you know, chop off my hair or
shave your head,
shave my head, and then go to TopVintage and say, voila, here I am.
Hiya, how are you?
But I mean, it's easy.
Yeah,
it's good.
And how did you manage to get the job with Top? Because it's actually based in where is
the
it?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. So obviously, you're based in Frankfurt. So how did you?
Well, it's not far from where I live. I don't know. I think they just sent me an email.
Yeah, I think
that was some years ago for a commercial they did.
Yes.
Yeah, and I went there, and they're really, really nice people. Lovely to work with. I mean, they're great.
And she's never left.
Yeah, I never left.
A couple of years ago, I would have called you a pin-up because you were heavily into the 50s fashion, and now I see you as a model. Do you know what I mean? I think because your style and everything's evolved.
I like to be versatile.
Yeah.
So I can do. I mean, I like to do a lot of things, and yeah, that's the good thing about it.
Well, you just did the campaign for Angelique's new line, which is
Vintage Diva.
Yeah, and that's quite heavily into 50s.
Yeah, and it's more the elegant, like classy look.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that, you can check out some images on on Vanessa's Instagram. Obviously, I will link that all below. Give us your top tip for modelling.
I think the most important thing is that you feel comfortable in front of the camera, so that you can play with the camera.
Okay.
Because I know that it can be hard if you're standing there and you just do not feel comfortable. You can see it. I mean, I think it's good to be yourself. I mean, with modeling, it's really not about your personal taste or what you like. You just
it's not you. It's...
but nevertheless, you're still doing your thing, you know. And I think that's important, not just to copy what other models are doing. So just go with what you feel, go your own way.
I have to say, you always knock it out of the ballpark when it comes to modelling. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much to Vanessa. All her information will be linked below with everything that we've talked about. And thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.